You see that? Peace and quiet. There's your Tiger King. I'm feeling so mellow and in a good mood and focusing on the positive things about the future. I'm no longer going to dwell on the past anymore. Dwelling on the past gets you overwhelmed and stressed out. See, I want to have this talk about trauma and how effective it is for people. You see, where I come from the hood. I'm a black man. I've been in tons of street fights with neighborhood bullies, thugs, gangster bitches, even dealt with police brutality. I've been bullied at school, been suspended for fighting, verbal arguments, and profanity. The point I'm trying to say is that all the memories that's in my head, flashbacks I keep having, it affects me. As a young man that's finna be 23, I'm dealing with a trauma experience. Like, as I go to bed at night, I keep having those flashback memories of violence that I've been exposed to. It's like my whole life, I've been exposed to violence. I don't want to believe that. I know I'm not a violent person. But it is true that I got a history of physical aggression. I was picked on. I was harassed, and even abused. Which had turned me into a demon. A red, evil monster. Went from being the victim to the aggressor, which makes things worse. So not only do I have those flashback memories of the negative things that have happened to me, I also have the flashback memories of the negative things I did to people. Like, as far as with rage. When I look in the mirror, I go to see the reflection, the opposite reflection. I see a demon that's in me. And I have to ask myself, am I the demon? Was I really that violent back then when I was growing up to I am now? Was I really that much of a violent person? See, hearing that come out of a loved one's mouth breaks your heart. It makes you emotional. Because you don't want this person to believe that he's violent. But, your emotions get the better of you. You go to feeling remorseful from what you did. I am a remorseful type of person. My mother and father know that I'm remorseful. Like, actions speak louder than words. We all make mistakes. We just have to learn from them. Unfortunate case, I made too many mistakes with fighting. There could have been times where I could have walked away and avoided situations, but no, in my mind, or rather my fist, just told me to do the fight thing. Like, why anticipate in this bullshit with these stupid motherfuckers, these thugs that are not even worth it? Why would you want to fight them? I don't know. Like, in my mind, I feel like I have to prove something, like I'm this tough guy, that I will not be intimidated by people. Thugs, bullies, whatever. I refuse to be intimidated. I don't want people to assume just because I'm high-functioning autistic that I'm soft, weak, slow, dumb. Nah, I'm none of that. I'm a very outspoken man, a highly intelligent man, and a very strong, confident, ambitious man who's looking forward to the future. Like, as far as with this YouTube channel, hopefully my YouTube channel can boost me into a further career in the future. That's my ambition. I want people all over the world to know who I am. Not just a black person, and not just as an autistic person, but a man with heart and courage. A man we've came a long way from all the violence he's been exposed to, all the fighting, all the stereotypes. You know, you gotta put all that behind me now. I'm a man who's been affected with trauma. I'm a man that's finding it hard to want to forgive, to let go, and to want to associate with people. Now, I used to socialize with people all the time, of all color, not just black and white, but all race. But after being exposed to so much violence and fights that I've had in the streets, made it harder for me to want to communicate with people. I feel like everyone is my enemy. I feel like everyone is out to hurt me. Even as I go to the park and I see some boys playing basketball, like in my mind, I feel like these boys want to fight me. I had to tell myself to stop overthinking when really it's just boys playing basketball at the court. Nobody wants to fight you. And as long as they're not bothering you, you don't bother them. Honestly, trauma could be life lasting. Like, you may never get over trauma, like with most people. I can see why most people become addicted to drugs, like in their early 20s. Like, as far as with cigarettes, alcohol, bud, crack, cocaine, heroin, it's all the same. I'm not saying I'm exposed to that, but I'm just saying, though, out loud, there's a reason why these young folks become exposed to drugs, to try to heal the pain, to overcome the trauma, and it's focused on more positive things, like what's going to happen in the future, Which is why I have this. This is an edible called Excite. It's a 30 milligram, 9 THC, 15 milligram CBD. This is a perfect cure, or the perfect treatment, rather, to help me with my stress, my pain, my anger, my trauma. See, when I eat these, it's like my mind just goes blank, like in a good way. Like all the negatives just go away. Now I'm focusing on the positive. As I look up in the sky, I imagine seeing myself in the future with a career, with wife and kids. It might even be in the WWE, praise God. But that's a positive vibe moment. I also notice when I listen to my music, the music sounds louder. It's like I can hear it inside my head. It's like I can imagine myself driving in a car and I'm listening to some jazz music. And I'm just going on about my business, having a good time. Positive vibe. I've also noticed that the edibles seems to make me more focused. Like, as far as making eye contact, I used to have a hard time making eye contact with people.